Welcome to my show. Light in my house. My house is a mess. It's a hot mess. I'm not gonna show you my whole house. It's a hot mess because I've had food poisoning since last night. And I'm wearing a bikini because I laid out in the sunshine anyways, because it's the first day that we had appreciable sun in a very long time. And even though I was on the floor barfing my brains out most of the morning, I still rallied. So, yeah, I'm a raw carnivore and I got food poisoning. And you guys are going to be very surprised what I got sick from. So first I want to start off by saying people are stupid. People are genuinely just stupid. And I'm not excluding myself from that category because I have a lot of blonde moments. I'm a natural blonde, believe it or not. Red is not my natural hair color, but people are stupid. I had a guy today try to tell me how dangerous it is to eat raw meat, going on and on and on. You're going to get sick doing that. And I didn't have the heart to tell him that I actually had food poisoning last night. Because he was telling me I was going to get sick, and this was a completely unrelated how we even got on this topic. So, yeah, but mostly, okay, the reason I say people are stupid is because I asked him based on what? Based on what facts? Well, you know, the bacteria. And okay, but like everything has fucking bacteria on it. Based on what research have you done on this? None? Exactly none. Okay, cool, because I've actually done research on this. And on top of that, I've eaten raw meat for well over a year straight. So let me just tell you something. But I didn't. Instead, I just cut him off because I was tired. I didn't feel good. And in the grand scheme of things, I really, really, really wanted this guy to know that I never, ever need to talk to him again for the rest of my life. He's this random van lifer guy. I ran into him once last year. And he's one of those guys who will go way out of his way to talk to you because you have an attractive body. But there's nothing about this person. He's not interesting. He's not smart. He's not funny. He's not attractive. He's not anything. He is a mayonnaise sandwich on white bread, is what he is. Anyways, so I very curtly cut him off and just shuffled on my way. But okay, so here's the deal. I got food poisoning. It was bad. This is really, really bad. I think that's sunlight coming in. I ate dinner last night. Didn't feel too good. And then, that was not because of what I ate. I ate dinner because I really hadn't been feeling good at all. I've got this mercury poisoning that's like really fucking shit up. And I don't know which way is the light coming in. I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, it's coming from there. Let me see. Can I use my barf bucket? Yes, I actually have a throw up bucket in my house. Okay, you have to be prepared in life. That's what I've discovered. So, I wasn't feeling good all day. I was feeling really, really awful, but that's because of the mercury poisoning. And so I've been trying some different stuff with how I eat because supposedly eating fiber is good to help pull the mercury out and all these other different things. And so I kind of fucked around and found out that it was a terrible idea. It was a terrible idea. You want to know what I ate? You want to know what I ate that made me sick? So anyways, I was feeling sick and then took Dora for a walk. And I was feeling fine from the food, but just in general, I wasn't feeling good. So we went for our walk and I felt like dog shit. And I came back and a couple hours later, I was like, maybe I'll try eating some of these macadamia nuts. Maybe I'll eat some macadamia nuts. they're not supposed to be too toxic, you know, the grand scheme of things. And they're not bad for histamine. They're low thiol. Like, all these good things, right? Get some fat in my body. So I ate a couple, and I was like, God, that just tasted weird. Like the macadamia nut itself tasted fine, but then it tasted like there was something on the surface of it that was like, what is that? I don't know. It just tasted weird. Right out of the bag, like nothing super crazy. So that's the thing, is my inner ear is all fucked up right now. I'm all off balance. I've got tinnitus, and I've got my ears are constantly getting plugged up. So this is the fun little roller coaster we're on. Anyways, I'm sure somebody will Dr. Google me the fuck in the comments. I really, seriously, you guys, this has been my life for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, since I was like 7. I've been sick with something. So, chances are I've tried it or I know about it. Anyways, so yeah, I wasn't feeling too great from them. I was like, whatever, you know, laid down and woke up in the middle of the night, and I was like, oh, I really don't feel good. Like my stomach hurt, like stabbing pain in the stomach, and a little kind of like burpiness. Yeah. If you've ever had food poisoning, you know the burp that you have that tells you you've got food poisoning because it tastes like an ogre's rotting asshole. That was the burp I got, and I was like, oh no. Oh no. So what I should have done was gotten out of bed and just made myself vomit, is what I should have done, and just get out whatever was going on as quickly as possible. That's, in the past, whenever I've gotten food poisoning, that's always gotten me the fastest relief. And for whatever reason, my brain just really hasn't been working much lately, and I didn't think about it. Instead, I spent most of the night getting up, shitting my fucking brains out. I didn't realize I had that much shit in my body. It was really unfortunate. It was the one time since van life that I've been like, I really wish I had a toilet to sit on right now. I really, really wish I had a porcelain throne to just cling to. But alas, I don't. So, yeah. That was fun. And it was late, so the public toilets are closed. I already knew that. I didn't need to venture out of my house. I didn't need to go exploring. So this really interesting thing has struck me since getting like really, really sick and trying a bunch of different foods, trying to eat certain plant foods, is I've come to understand why everybody is so obsessed with how do you go to the bathroom? When you in your ambulance, like, what do you do when you have to go to the bathroom? I never understood that question. I couldn't understand why people were so obsessed about toilets and bathrooms and shitting and all of that. I was like, I go to the bathroom once, like I poop once a day. It's like not a thing. Why? Do you not have control over your bowels? Like, what is going on? But since trying to incorporate some healthy plant foods, it has been nothing but horror. Absolute gastronomical horror. And not because, oh, my body doesn't have the little microbiome, blah, 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 to process it. In fact, I have testing that shows my microbiome is excellent for being able to process plants and everything like that. I haven't managed to kill off all of the plant processing shit in there, amazingly enough. 4 years carnivore, 5 years carnivore, whatever. But it's just, there's so much of it. There is so much shit in your body when you eat plants. Holy moly. It's ridiculous. And it abides by no rules. No rules. It's a rebel. A pure rebel. Horror show. You know, I read this Amazon review one time about this guy who ate a whole bag of those sugar-free gummy bears, and in very colorful description shared what happened. I don't know if you know anything about sugar-free gummy bears or sugar-free anything, but yeah, you shouldn't eat it in large quantities ever. Anyways, it's been kind of like that. It's been a rodeo in my pants for a while. I don't know how y'all do it. It is horrible. I'm just going to keep saying that. Horrible. So I have made the command decision that we're going back 100% raw. Like, fuck these healthy plants bullshit. I don't care if I never get well. I don't care if I end up with Alzheimer's by 40. There's no way I can live like this. How you guys do it? Like, of course you need a whole fucking room dedicated to defecation. Let me tell you something. When you do carnivore, and especially raw carnivore, everything got like perfect. You have the perfect poops. You poop once a day. It is concise. There is no waste. It's efficient. It's compact. It's quick. There's no rushing to the bathroom because you might shit your pants. There's no constipation. There's no gas or bloating. You never get a bellyache or a, whatever. I'm just going to say, this is my experience with it. I'm not a professional. Every video, I'm not a professional, folks. If you're looking for a professional, it's not me. Are you paying me? No. Then I'm not a professional. If you want to pay me, I can pretend to be a professional. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it's been horrible. It's been horrible. I'm not eating today because, like I said, I just threw up and threw up and threw up. Oh, but here's the deal. Okay, if you do get food poisoning, because back when I was an omnivore, there were a couple stages in my life when I got food poisoning frequently. Oh God, it was horrible. Just some pro tips. If you can, make yourself throw up. Get it out. Get it out up top so it doesn't have to go all the way through, because I tell you what, I didn't do that right away last night, and everything that was in my stomach with the offending bit of macadamia nut sat there for more than 12 hours before I started to go, we gotta solve this problem. 12 hours. 12 hours it sat in my stomach. And this thing was full. I didn't realize I could fit that much in my gut. I don't even know. So, okay, life pro tip number 2, if you do have to make yourself throw up, whether it's an emergency situation, food poisoning, whatever, please don't do it for weight management. It doesn't actually work well. I also speak from experience on that. So, electrolytes, make electrolytes, drink them. There's nothing worse than trying to vomit up dry food from your gut. Drink a bunch and then move around. You want to shake that stomach up a little bit. Mix the liquid. And then it always helps me it always helps me if I think about like the most offending thing ever. The most offensive food you could try to eat. Maybe not food. The most offensive thing you could possibly imagine getting put into your mouth and having to swallow. Think about that. And that usually helps make it happen pretty fast. If you got snot coming out, Let it plug those blockages. It's helping you. That's the body doing you a real favor. Okay? It's your wingman in this process. It is going to create a dam, a temporary dam, so that whatever you're horking up doesn't shoot out your nostrils. Okay? You really, really, really want your nose to get all sorts of glued up in the process if it can. There was a time I got sick and I barfed up tuna salad and it came out of my nose. And I was blowing chunks of tuna out of my nose for at least a week after. I do not suggest it. Don't blow your nose. If you aren't 100% positive that this is it, we're 100% done with this process, don't blow your nose. If it's running down your face, it's fine. Tamp it with a Kleenex, but don't blow it out. Don't clear out the passages. You want that dam in place. Drink more fluids. I found it helpful. It's because I've seen where some people stand and bend over. But okay, I think about it like this. This is how my brain works. I have it all figured out. I've engineered the barfing process. Food floats on water for the most part. I mean, on fluids. It usually isn't going to be sinking to the bottom. So if whatever it is that you've consumed offensively can float, right? You fill your stomach with some fluids to help the process. It's going to float to the top. Well, if you bend over, what happens? That floating food goes to the back of your stomach and you're going to mostly just barf up the fluid until you get to the dry bits. So instead, what I've done that works really well for me is I kneel and I just bend over so that my stomach is upright, everything's floating to the top, hopefully, and just keep trying to empty the scum pond. Oh my God. Oh, the smell of it was so awful too. It was yep, that's some definitely nasty bacteria growing in there. I don't know. But yeah, so raw carnivore, got food poisoning, not from raw meat, amazingly enough. Go figure. I didn't eat any raw meat yesterday. I ate some fucking butternut squash and some macadamia nuts. Never again. Never again. I told my best friend, I said, if you ever hear me talking about eating nuts again, you have permission to do whatever is necessary to stop me. Just stop it. Just don't let me do it. No. It's not a good thing. Anyways, I just wanted to fill you guys in on that. I thought it was hilarious that I got food poisoning. The one time since I started eating raw meat that I get food poisoning. And it's not actually from fucking raw meat. And the time before that I got food poisoning was from cooked chicken from a restaurant. Very well cooked chicken, I might add. Never got sick from eating raw chicken. The irony. All right, I'm gonna clean this fucking hovel. There's nothing worse than being in a dirty, tiny house space. So we're gonna fix it. And yeah, I'm not eating today, but we're gonna go back to 100% raw meat this weekend. Woo. Even if I can't tolerate the histamines, which is why I've been kind of stepping away from the beef a little bit. It doesn't matter. Whatever I gotta do for the histamines. If my eyes swell shut from the histamines, I'll take it. It sure as hell fucking beats eating plants. No, thank you. I still kind of have the burps a little bit too. Ugh. But yeah, if you're in a tiny home, I highly recommend. This is just a little ice bucket, to be honest. But it works amazing. If you have to barf, you just put a little doggy bag in there and then... yeah. Really regretting those macadamia nuts. All right, see you later.